In the episode of Undercover Boss, get ready to be amazed as we track the journey of one of the world's youngest CEOs who disguises himself to work undercover within this company. Witness the encounter with unsung heroes, instrumental in shaping the organization's success. Stay tuned to find out when it folds when, for the first time in Undercover Boss history, the CEO faces the possibility of being fired. Michael Rubin, the CEO and founder of GSI Commerce, operates a prominent e-commerce business that handles merchandising and shipping for major entities like the NFL and MLB. GSI designs product websites and manages the storage and direct shipment of items to customers, make it a common system used by numerous online shoppers. Since childhood, Mike had a passion for business. At just 8 years old, he sold stationery door-to-door, and by 14, he established his own ski shop. Remarkably, at 21, he already owned a business generating $100 million. Despite running a fast-paced company, Mike's dedication leaves him with little time for his wife and daughter. He's driven by an unyielding determination to achieve greater goals. Seeking to enhance his business, he devises a plan to go incognito within his own company. During the peak season, Mike gathers his board members and announces his intention to go undercover for a week, seeking valuable insights and experiences to propel his company forward. At first, everyone is really surprised, but Mike explains that his undercover job will ultimately benefit the company. Assuming the guise of Gary, he convinces his employees that he's participating in a TV show centered around seasonal jobs. Although he's a little reluctant, having always been his own boss, the prospect of working under others is an exciting challenge for Mike. Venturing into his first undercover assignment, he travels to Richwood, Kentucky, where the bustling fulfillment center operates tirelessly, processing thousands of orders daily for eager customers. Matt, a seasoned floor supervisor, becomes Mike's guide, leading him to meet Rochelle, a diligent seasonal worker who imparts the knowledge of loading trucks with swiftly arriving boxes. The task proves to be highly demanding, with boxes streaming in relentlessly. However, together Mike and Rochelle manage to keep pace with the unyielding workload. Amid the chaos, an unfortunate accident occurs when Mike accidentally strikes Rochelle on the face while handling the boxes. Next, they transition to a much easier task of stacking boxes. Mike observes Rochelle using innovative techniques to boost the productivity, leaving him impressed by her dedication as a seasonal worker, even though she won't be returning for the next season. Witnessing her commitment to improving the company's efficiency leaves a lasting impact on Mike. After completing his first day of work, Mike feels utterly exhausted. Initially, he had assumed the job would be a breeze and that he would easily impress everyone. However, the reality sinks in, and he now understands the sheer difficulty of the tasks and the tremendous effort his employees exert to drive the company's growth. The following day, Mike embarks on a journey to Florida, where he works in the bustling call centers that receive a staggering 20 million calls each year. Ensuring smooth and efficient customer interactions holds paramount importance. Here, he joins Adam, who handles customer complaint calls. Mike silently listens in on a few calls to grasp the process. Mike is truly amazed by Adam's exceptional work. When the time comes for him to take the calls with Adam's guidance, he steps up to address various customer issues successfully. During their break, Mike learns of Adam's poignant story. He had been working at GSI for a year after losing his daughter during childbirth, which led to him missing a crucial day of work and losing his previous job as a consequence. After the break, Mike sits with Danielle to take the next customer call. It proves more challenging as the customer remains unyielding to his offer, and Danielle, growing impatient, puts the customer on hold. Engaging in an argument with the customer, the call fails to reach a resolution. Danielle's behavior and treatment of the customer visibly upset Mike. Feeling frustrated, he steps outside to release his anger. For his next job, Mike returns to the fulfillment center in Richwood, Kentucky, tasked as a box patcher. There, he meets packing supervisor Greg, who promptly shows him the packing area. Alongside Shannon, who's incredibly swift and accomplishes double the work, Mike is impressed with her efficiency. Struggling to keep up and only meeting half the requirement, Mike experiences difficulty. During their lunch break, Shannon shares how she works 7 days a week to support her family. On their next shift, Gary returns with Mike's packed boxes, which unfortunately had multiple issues. Informing Mike that he has not met the requirement, Gary makes a difficult decision to fire him on the spot. Upon receiving his packed boxes, Mike faces disappointment when Gary points out multiple issues, leading to his immediate termination. Shocked and embarrassed by the firing, Mike acknowledges the challenges of the job and thanks Shannon before leaving. Despite the setback, Mike's undercover mission continues, and the next day he heads to a different fulfillment center in Louisville, Kentucky to work the night shift. There he teams up with Cameron, who demonstrates the locating and picking boxes from shelves. Mike follows suit for the first few orders and enjoys meeting Cameron's young daughter. Cameron struggles to spend as much time with his daughter as he desires, but he makes the most of every available moment. On their following shift, Mike and Cameron engage in a friendly competition, racing to complete specific tasks faster. Notably, Cameron wins by a substantial margin, and both of them enjoy the spirited contest. As Mike's undercover time comes to an end, he reflects on the valuable lessons learned, particularly the importance of prioritizing family time, influenced by his interactions with Cameron and Adam. Next, Mike gathers his employees at a GSI building to reveal his true identity. Rochelle is the first to face him, and he commends her hard work, proudly offering her a full-time job, which she gratefully accepts with a warm hug. Cameron is next, and Mike expresses admiration for his work ethic and dedication as a father. In a heartfelt gesture, Mike presents Cameron with a $1,000 gift card to ensure his daughter has a wonderful Christmas and offers him a well-deserved promotion, prompting Cameron to thank him with tears in his eyes. Shannon is the next employee to meet Mike. Continuing with Shannon, he surprises her with $5,000 to support her son. Next up is Danielle, and Mike isn't pleased with her previous behavior. However, as she faces him, Danielle sincerely apologizes, and Mike decides to give her another chance. He commits to providing better training for all employees to prevent similar incidents. On her way out, Danielle promises to perform better in the future. Finally, it's Adam's turn, and Mike expresses his awe at Adam's work ethic and customer-oriented attitude. Learning about the heart-wrenching loss of Adam's daughter profoundly impacts Mike, leading him to reassess his life's priorities. Adam is left speechless by this kind gesture, and he warmly thanks Mike for his overwhelmingly generosity. Mike decides to share his transformative experience with the entire workforce, organizing a town hall event to recount his undercover journey. He presents captivating highlights and delivers a moving speech, pledging to enhance the company for everyone. Expressing gratitude to his employees, Mike concludes the event. In the weeks that follow, Rochelle's dedication pays off, securing her a full-time position at the company. Cameron's career trajectory is soaring as he heads towards becoming a supervisor, attending a GSI leadership conference that spring. The joyous occasion extends to his daughter, who experiences his best Christmas ever. Shannon puts the $5,000 to excellent use, supporting her son's football team and contributing to their success. Meanwhile, Danielle undergoes customer service retraining, but ultimately parts ways with the company. Finally, Adam and his fiancée are thrilled as they embark on planning their dream wedding, filled with hope and excitement for the future. And that is how this delightful episode of Undercover Boss comes to an end. Consider subscribing if you like this video for more Undercover Boss recaps.